Actually, I just want to do one more video here, the last one, for just to tell you how to stop services. So the things that we have going across this pipeline is the MySQL, the AWS pipeline, and you can't really stop the S3, so we won't do that. Lambda function, you can't really stop either. Can't really stop the AWS glue either. So it's just these three things. The Redshift. Yeah. So yeah, okay. So let's do this. So what you do is you go into, well, I've just started it here already. So this one is you just go into RDS and then make sure you're in the right region here. Then go to the database and then highlight it there, and then go to actions and then stop. So that's what I did. And then that takes quite a while to stop. So it's still stopping now, even though I refresh it a few times, still trying to stop. And then there is this, there's this scheduled service here that I have for, let's see, which ones do I have? Incremental load table 1. So it was these ones that I made. So really, I want to make this one here. Stop the schedule for this one here. So how do I do that? I just hold on. There's a way. Let's go here. And historic, incremental. Yeah. So there is a way, I think, to, yeah, just, I think what I've done is just deleted this one. So, because if I go back to the pipelines, there's an inactive one. So here, so there should be a way to just go like this. That's it. So highlight it, incremental here, and then you can just deactivate it here. So deactivate, successfully deactivated. So then we refresh this, then you see it's deactivating, which is good because I don't want it to carry on going every hour and for overnight or a few days, something like that. Now I'm going to go to, where else do I have something? Now I also have my what is it? My Redshift here that I want to just, I'll just turn off the cluster. So I go into the cluster here like this, and then the action here is to pause it. Then it'll ask me this, pause now, and I'll just pause it now. So those are the three things really that we can do. Okay, let me just double check. Yeah, the Lambda function, you can't really do anything about it. S3 and glue, well, it's not going to get fired anyway, fire anything, and it just sits there. So yeah, everything else is fine. And then these things can take a long time. So I'm just going to pause the video, and then after that, come back when they've stopped and show you what it should look like when it's sort of paused or stopped. So I'm just going to hit pause here. And so we're back now after about 5 minutes, 10 minutes or something like that. And it's quite a while. The slowest thing I would say is definitely these two things, the database, the RDS, and the Redshift. So in the end, So after 5 minutes, you'll get this here stopped, and this here, the data pipeline, has become inactive. This one here, the incremental load table 1, has become inactive, and that's after stopping it, pausing that. And this one here, the Redshift, has been paused as well. Redshift cluster. So yeah, that's how you stop it. That's how those are the things that you can pause and you can stop in this little pipeline. And when you come back to work, then those are the things that you can just restart up again. A word of warning though, when you restart up again, your IP address might have changed. So what you have to do is, and you'll find that out when you come into here, and then suddenly you can't, even though you've started these things, you can't connect to your database. That's in both of them, your MySQL database and also your Redshift database. So what you have to do is you have to go into the, let's just duplicate this tab, and then go into, what you have to do is the VPC. Then you have to go into the groups place, then the inbound rules, and these things here, you'll have to edit this, and then just change this to my IP, and then if a new thing comes up, then that means that this has changed for you, and then and then you have to sort of just set it to the new one for both of these things, then you'll be fine. At least that's what seems to happen to me sometimes. So that's my experience of this, and so that's it. That's what I want to wrap up this series with. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope it's useful for you.